Gila, Nehemia. You have tuned into Sacred Erotic Poetry, Sacred Sexuality, and Ascension podcast. I am sitting outside and I was actually waiting because somebody was doing some gardening work. And I really felt like I wanted to record this outside today. So this is a new moon. This is October 6th. And we're in new moon in Libra energy. Pluto is direct. Mercury is still in retrograde. And there's a lot of messages that I'm feeling right now, so I really needed to ground this in nature. So before we even begin, I'd like you to close your eyes with me, and we will say an intention. You can say your own to add to mine, or you can say your own right now. So please close your eyes, take a deep breath from your diaphragm, deep in your diaphragm, and then we're going to let out a sound. So 2 more. You can hear the birds chirping. We are calling in our guides, our angels, our ancestors in the galaxies, from Atlantis, from wherever it is. I'm connected to Atlantis. We're calling in the Lyrans, all starseeds, anything that you feel connected to. We're calling that in at this time. Our ancestors, our guides, our angels, God, Source, Universe, the sun, the moon, Mother Earth, Father Sky, really connecting the trees, the deep roots into Mother Gaia. We're calling them to assist us in our ascension, assist us in our authenticity, and assist us in shining our light in the darkness of this new moon. Aho, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So those of you who don't know me, I'm Gila, Nehemia. I am a sacred erotic self-love mentor. I assist people who have gone through chronic trauma to really connect into their heart spaces, specifically domestic violence, or any kind of family or intimacy abuse, to connect into their heart space, to know that they can heal and to change their stories through the power of their words, through their thoughts, through meditations, through breath work and movement. So today I wanted to come on just to have you know I'm on YouTube. I'm doing 30 days of Self Affirmations. I'm following the Hay House that have been doing these Self Affirmations with the words of Louise Hay. And it's been amazing, and I feel like we're all invited to up level. So if you would like to follow me on YouTube, I'll put the link here if you don't already. And saying these self-affirmations have been totally helpful for me to remind myself to step into the truth of my desires, that know that I can change anything at any moment in time. The power of my words and her healing messages are just phenomenal. So it's really helped me to dive deeper and into self-inquiry and into the presence of now. So this new moon in Libra is calling for us to heal those inner core wounds, to really allow us to up-level into the truth of who we really are, to know that we can change anything at any moment in time, that we are divine, and that we have the power of manifestation through our thoughts, through our words, through our energy, through grounding ourselves in nature, as I'm doing today. And really being conscious of not only what we think and what we say, but what we do. The actions that we make, the foods and the substances that we drink. The more we are sitting in our own consciousness and awareness, the more we are able to shift our lives, our families, our loved ones, ourselves, our planet, We are asked to step into infinite abundance in all ways, not just in terms of prosperity, but in terms of love, the unlimited love that we shine on ourselves, the unlimited healing that we have. These are all things that you probably know. To remember that we are always in balance. It's about stepping into it. And these are just powerful teachings when we can truly embody it. It's not just a mental exercise. Really tune into how much information are you consuming. Many of you know about the Facebook outage. These things are just happening. Are you really learning from whatever lessons are happening in your outside environment? Is it teaching you to do something different? Because if we continue on the path that we're on and we are not observing what might be happening around us that are asking us to change, then how are we really shifting? Whether it's an internal shift and it doesn't matter, I'm still going about my way, it doesn't affect me. That could be one way of thinking. Or this is happening, maybe it's asking me to go deeper. Maybe this doesn't affect me, but I'm still asked to go deeper. How can I? Moving into self-inquiry and true deep reflection has helped me, in a number of ways. I'm actually attending this writer's workshop in Hay House as well, because we're going to be publishing our anthology, and we're working, I'm sending proposals out to publishers. So it's really about up-leveling into the belief and the knowing that I am a divine being that can have anything that I desire. Am I aligned to that? Are you aligning yourself to oneness, to source moving through you? Knowing that you have everything that you desire when you are able to stand in that heart-centered presence of yourself and of others. Allowing yourselves to channel and believe what you're seeing in your mind's eye, and allowing it to come into your existence. Sometimes we question ourselves and we question our abilities. But what if your abilities were are of enormous power and strength to shift the entire planet? Yet you might still be, like I am, sometimes hiding in my bed or saying, well, I didn't see X, Y, Z, so therefore. And what if we didn't have to make any conclusions? It doesn't matter what you see. And she says this as well, and I say it all the time. So I'm using my own medicine. It doesn't matter what you see. Just take small steps. Move with the energy. Move with your desires. Know that everything is possible, and you are continuously changing, even if you don't see it yet, even if you haven't hit your goals, even if you get disappointed. Continue to move, because when you're moving forward. It might seem like you're moving in one place, but you're actually moving forward. Maybe the work right now is your inner work. Maybe the work is in your material world. Whatever the work is, allow it to come through. Many times we are resistant to our own growth because we want something more. But are we allowing ourselves to receive? She said this important thing that I shared with my daughter the other day. When we just breathe, we're lengthening our spine, we're opening our hearts. And sometimes we just need to be reminded how powerful we really are. Because we forget, right? We go into this, into our own, kind of self, I can't think of the right word, but, allowing ourselves to sleep again. When actually we are fully awake. You are already fully awake. You've always had the power to be awake. You just have not chosen to fully awaken in all parts of your life. Or maybe you have. And how can you continue to wake up to that? You have unlimited potential. I was talking about Ramana Maharshi last time, and at that time when you connected with God, you were ascetics. But now when we're connecting into the true source, we can have everything that we desire. It's actually our birthright to have abundance and live in both the material and spiritual worlds. We don't have to negate one to have the other. And I feel that's super important. Living in wholeness means having everything and still giving. We're not these we're not currently or moving into millionaire or billionaire status without giving. We're always giving. We're always sharing. We're always serving. So moving into service as both a blessing and a homage to the divine and to ourselves. Because when we realize the divinity within us and the divinity outside of us in everything that we see, it's all speaking to us. Right now I'm looking at these beautiful trees. Some of them have leaves, some of their leaves are drying out, some of them are green, and everything is beautiful. Everything is teaching me something. Am I willing to learn? Am I willing to let go of the lessons? Am I willing to move into a different state of consciousness? And it's consistent, right? We're always growing, we're always healing, we're always learning, we're always surrendering deeper. And how can we continue to surrender deeper and deeper and deeper? Where, sometimes I don't even have any connection to my physical body. I'm just moving and I don't even know who I am. So I have to ask myself, who am I? Who am I? I am a light being. I am light. I am wholeness. I am liberation. I am in the fifth dimension. I am connected to the trees. The I am can always change, but are you stepping into the I am? I'd like you to ask yourself and go into deep self-reflection with this new moon. And as you know, I'm doing a new moon activation in Libra today, the October 6th at 7 p.m. Israel time, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. India time. For those of you in Perth, Australia, it'll be around 12 o'clock. It'll be midnight on the 7th. So wherever you are in the world, if you're awake, you can attend. You can also attend, purchase it and listen to the replay. It's going to be just as effective. Though being live, you have the additional ability to share. And that is very, very powerful because you're being seen, you're being heard, you are being honored and witnessed. And sometimes we shy away from those opportunities because we're not ready yet. Well, I feel like this new moon that's balancing out justice, justice will be served. Justice is being served as you step into all that you are desiring and you allow yourself to receive. You permit yourself to receive. Today, at the third day of the Self Affirmations, it was about healing your body and being healthy in all parts of not just your body, but your mind, your soul, your heart, and allowing yourself, giving yourself permission for that, giving yourself permission for your greatness. Marianne Williamson said it beautifully in her quote. Sometimes we fear our own greatness. And I know that's been my story for so long. And, I even just this morning said to myself, I'm not going to stop my greatness for anybody or anything, or even myself, even my own fear. I will not let it stop. I will allow it to move through me. I will allow myself to share all of my gifts, even if I don't even know what they are yet. I will allow myself to be the light and the darkness and all of its luminous colors. And I'd love for you to affirm that as well, that you are allowing yourself to share all of your greatness with yourself and the world. You are allowing yourself to have the physical vessel that you're desiring, to have the material desires that you are desiring, to have the love that you're desiring. You are already that. You already have that. Are you allowing yourself to look through the lens that allows you to? I was in a beautiful session with a client this morning, and how she was allowing herself to release things and feelings that she just wasn't ready to release before, wasn't acknowledging before, and maybe was spiritually bypassing before. But witnessing her do this was just the most beautiful thing that I could witness on this new moon. So are you letting go? Are you realizing that any step that you take is divine, is sacred on your path? Are you allowing your dis-ease to teach you a lesson? Some of the things that we shared today in the self-affirmation. So just stepping into all of that and just allowing ourselves to be held by another, allowing loving gazes to penetrate our hearts, breaking down those walls. This is something that is my forte, because that's been my journey, to allow my own love to bathe me. Realizing that I am embodying that love, embodying that sense of oneness with all that is. Letting my plants, my animals, the trees, my loved ones bathe me with their love, and bathing myself with my own love. Every minute, every moment. That beautiful poem I've written, loving me. I remember that now. And every moment, I ended it with that. Every moment, loving me, choosing me. Are you choosing your own alignment? Are you choosing to live in love? Because that's all there is. There is nothing else but love. And I feel like as I'm sitting here looking at the blue sky with just a few, a trace of the galaxy as the cloud, it's like this small little kind of bubble. And the galaxy is vast, and yet it can still be, you can still have a picture of it in your mind. That's why I feel like these clouds are. Are you allowing yourself to be in oneness? Connected to all that is, sitting in silence, in self-inquiry. And sometimes it's just a moment is that all we need, or a breath is all we need to connect. As I waited for that blower to stop, I was like, is it ever going to stop? Should I leave? And I was like, no, I'm just sitting here. I have the time that I need, and the right time will come. And it did. And so I'm doing this recording now, and I normally don't do it in nature, but I really felt guided today. I want to be in nature, in the sunlight. Before the darkness sets for the new moon, I'm bathing myself with standing in Mother Earth, being part of this beautiful tapestry that is. And there's cut wood here. It's not all pretty. Some of the trees don't have any leaves on it. They're completely bare. Yet there's a beauty in this chaos. There's an order in it that is beyond my mental capacity, but my heart feels it. So if this is resonating with you, come to my new moon activation and let us ground this beautiful oneness, unity consciousness together. Let's allow ourselves to heal the core wounds of scarcity, of smallness, of anything that's holding you back, chains that may be holding you back from your own greatness. Because right now is the moment that we're being called to help ourselves and others to step into our infinite power. And that, it's being drilled into my mind that anything can change with our thought. And the thought can happen right now. So regardless of whatever your plans are for the day or whatever you're thinking about, if you're listening to this right now, you can change your life right now by changing your thought, by changing your patterns, by committing to being all that you are and more. Allowing Source to move through you. And I've been focusing on this daily, like allowing Source to move through me. And I feel like Libra is assisting me in that, assisting me to increase and expand my circle online, in person, in my own mind, knowing that I'm protected, divinely protected at all times by just calling it in. This is the quantum field where we can just call anything in and it happens because we believe it and we allow it. So call in your healing, call in that perfect time to come to the activation, call in your soul tribe, call in the birth of your business, call in your health. Join me as all of the clouds are dispersing now and all I see is the blue sky. Join me into the infinite sky that you are, that you embody. And let's shift our internal stories and our external stories and our universe by being together, grounding this beautiful, beautiful energy of love, of purity, of wholeness, of all the luminous colors that we are, of justice. Allow justice to be served in your life and in others' lives. Because there's so much that's going on, the whole Facebook thing, and, that I know that I've shared with my email list, and probably you've already seen, people coming out about, their algorithm working in a certain way that's not really for our safety, for those of us that consume this kind of social media. Allowing yourself to do things differently that work for you. You don't have to follow any crowds. The only thing you need to follow is your own heart. And somehow that might have shifted or been affected by your surroundings. Though the truth is that you can always come back to your heart. Your heart is always with you, and you can always change your life around at any point in time. And here the sound is coming again with the blower. So I'm going to be ending soon, but I just wanted to remind you that you can change your life at any moment in time. Inviting you again to the new moon activation in Libra today, October 6th. And even if you got this message or you're listening to this replay and it's not the 6th, you can still purchase the activation. I'll be putting the link here. You can still register and receive the replay. And I'm just sending you so much love and light today and always, that you are allowing your heart, the power of your words, to shift and change you, and to allow your light and your greatness to shine. Because we need you. We need your light right now. As many people are shifting through the forest, the quagmire, the limited beliefs, as you shift, others shift. So your inner work is so important. And if this is resonating with you and you'd like to schedule a call with me, it'll be in the details as well. So I am looking forward to seeing you on October 6th at 7 p.m. Israel time and in your own time zone. I am really grateful to be on this planet to serve and to see the scales of justice finally be equal. It's happening in all parts of our life, and you're going to see lots of things leaving and releasing your life at this time. Allow them to go. Invite them to go so you can step into pure alignment. The more that you allow yourself, Libra is also about hydration, about skin and your kidneys. So remember to drink a lot and to allow yourself to be healthy. Permit yourself to be healthy in all aspects of your life. And health, wealth, abundance, love is your birthright. Is your birthright. Remind yourself about that. Join the 30 days of Self Affirmations. I'll be putting that into the details as well. So I'm looking forward to meeting you on the new moon call, for meeting you in a 15-minute call, and for connecting with you in all areas of my life. I'm sending you so much love and light today and always. Namaste, Shanti, Shalom. Happy new moon in Libra. Thanking God, thanking all of our angels for connecting today and helping us to connect to each other through our hearts and into the infinite oneness, allowing God source energy to move through us and to remind us and to lead us to our own greatness. Aho, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste, Om Shanti, Shalom.